Yeah. ¿Qué pasó, mi gente? Welcome to the Forever Grind Show. This is your host, El Aviso. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you're all having a beautiful morning. Hope you had that good caffeine kick this morning. What a weekend we had for college football fans, and we are just over 48 hours away from NFL kickoff. And on a side note, Canelo versus Crawford, September 13th, live on Netflix. Who would have thought? We're already in September. It wasn't that long ago that we were just starting 2025. Like January felt like it was a month ago. We're almost done. We only got a few months left until 2025 is completely over, and we're going to 2026. Time flies when you're trying to have fun or having fun or doing something that's just swifting by the time. But a lot to talk about today. A lot to talk about. Yesterday, the debut of Bill Belichick at UNC. TCU at UNC. Man, apart from that, it's been a great weekend, honestly, for college football. Just a nice pregame to kick off the NFL season. Some good old college football. There was a lot of headlines, a lot of narratives this past weekend. One obviously was with Arch Manning. Didn't go so well. Next one was Bill Belichick's debut. All right. I'm going to put in my 2 cents. You can agree or disagree, whatever you want to do. Honestly, go ahead and comment down below, like and subscribe. You know the drill. Here's what I got to say. It's his first game at UNC, his first college game day. It's one game. Shoot, it's going to be the one season. I have no expectations for Bill Belichick this season, personally. This is his year to get his feet wet. See what's out there. See who he can work with. The beauty, in a way, because it's completely different from the NFL. The NFL, you have to look for people, pay them. College, it's a recruit system. He has a lot of time to figure it out. There's no expectations for Bill Belichick this season. People are already on him saying, it's not looking good. See, there's a difference between Bill Belichick's debut and Arch Manning. There was so much hype for Arch Manning. He's going to be a candidate for the Heisman. He's going to be the next guy. You know what? He could be the next guy. But he needs room to grow first. That's for one. With Bill Belichick, he's been doing this for decades. 8-time Super Bowl winning champion. 2 defensive coordinating championships with the New York Giants. He coached Lawrence Taylor. Like, that's legendary right there. Won 6 more with the New England Patriots with Tom Brady behind center. Didn't go so well after Tom Brady went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Needed a break. Now he's back. He's got a lot of time. A lot of time to figure it out. Can't really bash on him. He is one of the greatest coaches, if not the greatest coach of all time. So it was still a shocker. They only had the one good drive, which was the opening drive. After that, they couldn't find a rhythm. They couldn't find any sources for the run game, any sources for the passing game. They were stuck. But TCU is it's a good program. TCU is a good team. There's a lot of aspirations for the TCU team right now. So it was still entertaining to watch. It was cool. It was a good game for TCU, that is. It was interesting just to see Bill Belichick get his feet wet as far as coaching is concerned. But there's 10 games left. It's a little harder with college football because the schedule's limited. There's a tight window there. You can only afford to not lose one. If anything, you only get to lose one. But anyways, I did want to talk about something. Switching off to the NFL, they just released the final 10 of the top 100 in the 2025. Okay. I'm not mad at it. I'm okay with it, actually. Saquon Barkley was voted by his peers as the number one player in 2025. I'm okay with it. I like it. I think this is where I have an issue, and I don't have an issue with this year's. I had an issue with last year's list. Tyreek Hill was number one last year. I didn't agree with that. In 2024, the number one player was Tyreek Hill. Number two was Patrick Mahomes, Christian McCaffrey. I personally didn't think Tyreek Hill deserved to be number one last year. Granted, amazing wide receiver. I love the guy. He's good. I did not think he deserved to be number one. I thought of so many other players that deserved to be number one last year. Christian McCaffrey, Justin Jefferson, Lamar Jackson. I honestly thought Lamar Jackson deserved to be number one last year. He did win MVP. And quite frankly, I honestly think he should have won MVP this year. Josh Allen ended up winning MVP, and I'm not mad about that. Josh Allen did well. But, I mean, come on. The stats Lamar Jackson had, I honestly think he should have been a 3-time MVP. And I know the narratives, too. I get it. MVP fatigue. He hasn't won a Super Bowl championship yet. But in the end of the day, when you put in the work, you get that recognition to be the best. I honestly think Lamar Jackson deserved to be MVP for the third time. He'll get a chip one day. I could see it. There's only so many times that the Kansas City Chiefs will make it to yet another AFC championship. They've been to a lot. They've been to a lot straight. But can this be the year where they finally get dethroned? We'll see. I don't know. They might have a comeback year. We've seen it before. They can do it again. I'll put it this way. I'm not going to doubt the Kansas City Chiefs until they finally get dethroned. I honestly think they could make their way back to the AFC Championship. But I also think there's a lot of fatigue going on. I did mention in my last episode, you tend to get a little tired. You can only do it so much. And it might be that time for the next team to step up. I honestly think it's going to be either the Buffalo Bills or Lamar Jackson. I honestly hope it's Lamar Jackson. Back to my point as the top 100, Saquon Barkley. I'm not mad at it. I love it. And he deserved it. His first year as a Philadelphia Eagle, putting in stats, putting in records. You know what? Why not? Gave it to him. Yeah. There's an argument could be made. Josh Allen could have been number one. Lamar Jackson could have been number one. But I'm not mad at it. I think, personally, I honestly think they got it right this time. But last year, this is where I almost didn't want to watch the top 100 this year because I was afraid they were going to get it wrong. But I think Saquon Barkley definitely deserves to be that number one player this year. Some may disagree, but you know what? It's really hard and really rare to put the running back ahead of anybody else, ahead of the quarterback. Running back or wide receiver. It's really tough. I think Saquon does deserve to be number one. Great, phenomenal player. Amazing player. Will they do it again this year? Do you think the Philadelphia Eagles will go back-to-back and defend their title? Because they got some competition this year. 49ers, they might come back. The Lions, well, I don't know. They lost some people. They lost a lot of people. They dealt with a bunch of injuries last year. Everybody's coming back. But we'll see. AFC is stacked. There's a lot of teams in the AFC that are just going to be beating each other up. I mean, do I have to list up all the teams? I could barely list any teams in the NFC, but let's indulge me for a second. Let's hang out. AFC teams, who we got? We got Kansas City Chiefs. We got the Baltimore Ravens, the Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati Bengals. You know what? They need to start off the season with some wins. Because it hasn't looked good. They've been starting a few seasons 0-2, 0-3. And it's not even Joe Burrow's fault. If they could start off with some wins and keep that consistency, the Cincinnati Bengals, with Joe Burrow behind center, everybody healthy. That's the one thing you have to bring up nowadays. If healthy. And it's almost like it has to be a given. But man, do people get hurt. And it just messes up the game. It messes up the game so bad. It messes up the flow. I remember one year we were supposed to see Patrick Mahomes versus in the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Green Bay Packers back when Aaron Rodgers was behind center. And that was the year where Patrick Mahomes, I believe, popped his knee. Had to be out for the game, so we couldn't see that. We couldn't see Aaron Rodgers versus Patrick Mahomes. All why? Because due to injury. Same thing happened again, but this time Aaron Rodgers got hurt. We couldn't see that game. I don't think we'll ever see that matchup. But never say never. Unless I'm wrong. I don't know if the Steelers play the Chiefs this year. You got to check that out. Fact check me. But it's going to be an interesting season this year. Very interesting. A couple other teams I can name off the bat in the AFC. You know what? I'll just say it. The whole AFC West. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I think this year they're going to be competitive. They're going to bring the heat. The whole AFC West. I could bring up a couple sleepers as well. Maybe the Miami Dolphins. As long as people are healthy, again, should be given. But Tua concerns me a lot. A lot. Me personally, if that dude gets one more hit on that football field, I strongly think he needs to call it a career. You can only battle so many concussions. A couple other teams in the AFC. There's a few. Those are the top ones I could think of that I know are going to be competitive for sure. And the NFC, you got the Eagles coming back, the Lions. Dare I say, the Giants. It hasn't been the best since they won their Super Bowl in 2012, I want to say. Long time. It's been over a decade since they won the Super Bowl. Against Tom Brady, when Eli Manning was behind center. My goodness. And that was a good year for them, too. I remember back in 2008, they were struggling. I believe they went 9-7 that year, and they won the whole thing and beat a perfect team with Tom Brady. Randy Moss, too, was in that team. They were dominant. No, nobody thought they were going to win that game. Who would have thought? I think the Giants could do something this year. Maybe not make it too far. But with Russell Wilson behind center, some might say he's not the best quarterback. But you know what? If I'm going to be completely honest, he's the best quarterback the Giants has had since Eli Manning. Tell me if I'm wrong. I think Russell Wilson and Malik Neighbors are going to make some type of noise. But that's one team on the top of my head. Washington Commanders as well. You know what? I'll put it out there. I suppose the NFC East will make some noise. I'll put the Cowboys out there too with the healthy Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb. You guys don't have Micah Parsons anymore. But then again, some of y'all probably saying, oh, the joke's on you, because it has been reported that Micah Parsons is dealing with a little bit of injury. I believe it was an L4, L5 injury, the lumbar, the back. I saw it on social media. He was doing a couple reps, and he's taking some type of medication to better help his lumbar region. Will he be set for week 1? Will he be set in over 48 hours? He is Micah Parsons. He's 25 years old. He's got a whole life of health ahead of him. But you're going to need him. Excuse me. And he doesn't have 48 hours. He's with the Packers. He's not with the Cowboys. So I stand corrected. I fact-checked myself. But nevertheless, that was besides the point. The Cowboys could be in a little bit of trouble without Micah Parsons. But then again, they have been to the playoffs without Micah Parsons. All it takes is a healthy Dak Prescott. I think when Dak Prescott is healthy, they can make some noise. I strongly do believe that. I could see them in the wild card for sure. They will be competing against, honestly, a couple other sleepers that I'm thinking about in the NFC conference. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know what? Baker Mayfield's come a long way. I'll tell you that much. He's a good quarterback. I used to think that he wasn't a franchise quarterback. He hasn't been doing that bad with Tampa Bay. Did I say Washington already? I think I said Washington. If I didn't, Washington for sure. They made it that far to the NFC conference. I think they can make some more noise. But then again, here's the crazy part. Here's where it gets scary. We saw that with CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans. Rookie year, they were making some noise. Sophomore year, it's a hit or miss. That doesn't mean that they cannot succeed in the long run. There's so much potential now. So much potential with quarterbacks around the league. Like, the league is taken care of. After Tom Brady, I think personally the league is taken care of. There's so much talent out there. Offense and defense. It's insane. This generation, you guys are going to have fun. You guys are going to be talking about this the way I talk about Tom Brady, the way I talk about Peyton Manning, the way I talk about Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, Eli Manning, Brett Favre. You guys are going to be able to talk about Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson, Justin Herbert. I can keep going. Jalen Hurts. Man, does Jalen Hurts have such a great story. One day we'll watch it. We'll watch it on ESPN or NFL Network. But tell me I'm wrong. Does that dude not have a good story? From Alabama to Oklahoma to the Eagles. Losing one Super Bowl to winning the next one. That'll be a documentary I would love to see. But nevertheless, with everything that I just highlighted, with all the talent that's going around the league, ooh, we're in for a good season this year. A really, really good season. I think we're in for a great surprise when it comes to these sleeper teams. I'll tell you what, I'll pick it now. Sleeper team for me in the NFC, I think the Giants are going to make some noise. Sleeper team for the AFC. I'm not going to lie. It's a little random. I didn't prepare for this one. I'm going to do it anyways. AFC. Sleeper team. You know what? Sleeper team for the AFC. Give me some time. There's so many. The ones that I can't say Cincinnati Bengals are a sleeper because there's so much potential in that team. They're projected to make some noise, not just in the regular season, but also in the playoffs. I'm going to go with this team. It's going to be too obvious. I'm going to go with the Chargers. It's the one team I can't. No, you know what? No, I take that back. I know the Chargers are going to make some noise. I think you do too. As much as it pains me to say this, as much as I hate to say this, as much as I hate to admit to say this, because I am a Charger fan. My sleeper team for the AFC will be the Las Vegas Raiders. I think they might sneak in, man. Geno Smith, talk about a veteran. He might not have accomplished that much, but you know what? Pete Carroll knows what he's doing. And you got Max Crosby on that defense. He is the Las Vegas Raiders. I picked them as a sleeper in the 2025 season. But we're going to see how it goes. Like I said, it is in over 48 hours of the first game of the season. And I'm very excited. Very excited. One thing I'm also excited for, and I'll end the show with this. I'm definitely excited for Canelo Alvarez going one-on-one with Terance Bud Crawford. Talk about the mega fight. Probably the biggest mega fight since Pacquiao Mayweather. The only difference is this time it's early. It's on time, I should say. The problem with Mayweather and Pacquiao, and you all know this too, a couple years too late. This time, I believe we're going to get the mega fight of the century. Both pound-for-pound fighters. We're in for a war. And we're going to be able to watch it. I'm definitely looking forward to that. And that is this month, September 13th. Buckle your seatbelts, because that's going to be the fight of the century. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your support. Honestly, thank you for the views. I did not expect that many views on that first episode, but thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one. You guys have a happy Tuesday. Stay safe, drive safe. Thank you so much. Love y'all. Peace.